On a dark and stormy night, John Martin was driving his car on a remote road in the countryside. He was returning home after visiting his relatives, and the only way back was to cross this dark road. The rain was pouring heavily, and the wind was howling, causing poor visibility and a terrifying atmosphere. John continued to drive for a long distance without seeing any cars or signs. All he could see were closely packed trees swaying in the glow of his headlights. Suddenly, in an instant, a mysterious figure appeared standing in the middle of the road in front of him. John was startled and slammed on the brakes, but he was dangerously close to the unknown person. Their hearts froze for a moment. John opened the car door and stepped out to see what had happened. However, when he found himself outdoors, there was no trace of the mysterious person. The road was completely empty, and there were no signs of anyone being there. John's thoughts became muddled, and he started feeling overwhelmed with fear, so he hurried back to his car in panic, but when he tried to start the engine, nothing happened. The car refused to work. Anxiety and fear escalated inside John as he found himself trapped on this remote road in the middle of the night with no means of escape. Suddenly, the surrounding lights of the car began to flicker and gradually dim. Complete darkness enveloped John, as if he were in his own private world. Eerie and demonic sounds filled the air, and creepy ghosts started appearing on the sides of the road, moving slowly towards him. John desperately tried to start the car, but all his attempts were in vain. The haunting voices grew louder, and the ghosts came closer and closer. Cold spirits breathed on his face, and John felt paralyzed with extreme terror. In a moment of despair, the voices ceased, and the ghosts vanished suddenly. The lights came back on, but they were intermittent and weak. Summoning his last ounce of strength, John tried to restart the car once again. With difficulty, the car managed to start. The lights gradually regained their strength, and the car accelerated at an incredible speed. John breathed a sigh of relief as the horrifying scenes he had witnessed receded. However, his relief was short-lived, as in the moment he felt peace, the front tires suddenly burst. The car lost control, veered off the road, and crashed into a large tree, coming to a halt. John sat in the car, shocked and stunned. And suddenly, the unknown person app